you would slowly start to train your brain to think in terms of great thoughts. And let me share with you how to overcome or how to make the best of having a flat, energyless day. I'm making observations a daily basis, deconstruction of my mind in conversations with myself, debates on topics on the health, the things that they don't tell, what question why I'm here and why another's feelings can't be felt, what's this experience I'm having, and tell me. What's up YouTube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Holly Williams. Planetarily, I'm ruled by Pluto, Saturn and Uranus, meaning I am all about transformation, growth through challenge and forging newness so that humanity can thrive here on the surface of this earth. I must say, however, that everybody is different, and so when I talk, I don't expect anybody to take my words for truth. They are just my truth at present, and that truth may shift, change or develop in the future. Anyway, today I want to talk about how to deal with having a flat day. I've been through periods in my life where I have literally felt flat for 2 months on end, day in, day out, feeling uninspired, feeling like I have no direction, no sense of direction, no sense of purpose. And that's okay, right? That's totally fine. I'm not saying that people shouldn't feel flat, but I just know that it's not really an enjoyable experience, not for me. And in the past, I've done my best to just ride it out, you know, do the whole look, you know, obviously I need to rest and recover. It's okay. Just ride it out and sit there and be in it. And that's totally cool. I've done that. But I have come up with a sort of, formula or a little method that I think can help. I'm going to share that formula with you. I'm going to share this little method, this little plan, and if you've been having a flat day, give it a go, drop a comment below, let me know if it worked for you. It certainly worked for me, and I really think it may have helped me in the past if I had come up with this formula a lot sooner. Anyway, let me stop talking about how I came up with the idea and let me share with you how to overcome or how to make the best of having a flat, energyless day. Okay, so when we're having a flat day, there are 4 things that I propose we do. And those things are reflect, number 1, analyze, number 2, act, number 3, and then simply be, number 4. Reflect, analyze, act, be. Reflect is the first step. And for this, basically, you're going to need a journal, a piece of paper, a book. What you want to basically do is basically free flow journal. And I did learn this method because a client bought me a book called The Artist's Way. And what you had to do was basically get up every morning and you journal like 3 pages. It was a hell of a lot. And yeah, you basically just write what sort of came out of your head. It was great for me because at the time I was working as a personal trainer. I'd get out of bed and I was quite angry all the time, starting work at 5 o'clock and I was like, I was having all these thoughts and I wasn't really aware that I was waking up thinking, God, I don't want to go to work today. Why am I getting up for somebody else when I'm not even getting up for myself at this time? You know, I was having those type of thoughts and then wondering why I felt like crap. So anyway, I started journaling and it was great because it let all of that out onto the page. So you just get your pen, you get your paper and you just free flow write. You just write until that's it, pen down, done. Basically what that does is it kind of clears you of all of your feelings. You just got to really let them out. Clears you of your thoughts and feelings, puts them on the page and gets them out of your body. And you kind of just got to be all truthful with it. You can't avoid writing something if it feels stupid, you know. I'm really worried that my friend hates me. You know, or something, even though if it sounds really silly in your head, you just spit it out, just let it all out, whatever you are thinking. You know, just get it down. So you've already let all those thoughts out. You've already done that reflection. You've free flow journaled. And then we're going to move on to analyze. And this goes a little bit deeper. We're going to really take a look at our thoughts here and see what's going on. What I do is start by writing down what I would call my most limiting thoughts. I'm going to share with you some of my examples from the last time I did this because that way it's just easier. I'll just share some of my examples. So you write down your limiting thoughts, and these are the type of thoughts that, you know, might be interfering with your peace, or might be subconsciously, you know, making you feel a bit off. And you're just going to write them down, bullet point them, as many of them as you've got. I don't think it matters how far you get on the journey of personal growth. I think there will always be a circumstance that enters into your life in which your brain is triggered to sort of have a limiting thought. And it's not that having limiting thoughts are bad. It's knowing how to recognize them, and actually, basically, I'm in a place in life in which my limiting thoughts are so small, my great thoughts are so massive that it doesn't really have that much of an impact. But when I am having them, it is still good to be aware, and I am consciously aware. So that I just want to state that there, in case anybody starts worrying about me or anything. Okay, so limiting thoughts. I have a lot of YouTube related goals, and so some of my limiting thoughts are based around that. So I'll just quickly bullet point them. So my limiting thoughts at the time that I was feeling flat were, what if people don't like my content on my YouTube channel? I'm sitting there kind of thinking in the back of my head, what if people don't like my YouTube content? I can already feel the you know, the vibration is low of that. What if people don't like my content? My second one that was in the back of my head was like, oh, I don't want to come across as a know-it-all. I don't want to come across as a know-it-all. I'm talking about things to do, and I don't want to sound like I'm telling people what to do. You know, that's something that I feel really funny about. So that was another one that was in the back of my head, you know, and obviously again, like, oh, gets me worried about my content or whatever. What if people don't like me, again, on the YouTube channel? That one was at the back of my mind. And then finally, I wish I could get the things I would like now. So material things. I wish I could get some of the material things that I would like now, you know? And that was at the back of my mind, along with one other one, which was, what if I lose subscribers, you know? What if I lose subscribers? That was kind of creeping up as a bit of a weird, giving me a bit of weird anxiety, because I just started to see my channel grow. So they were my sort of limiting thoughts, right? Because we've looked at our limiting thoughts, but we now want to see that we have great thoughts too. And if you're not having so many great thoughts, that's okay. You know, if you can't come up with too much, that's all right. But do take the time to sit and think, are you having any great thoughts? Because I do have a lot of great thoughts most of the time. Like I said, my great thoughts most definitely outweigh and almost counteract some of the limiting thoughts, which you'll see now. So my great thoughts were, I will earn the material I would like to have over the next few months, and I'm excited for that. So that was a great thought, and that does naturally counteract the I wish I could get the material I would like now. Okay, the next one. It's nice not to worry about how fast my channel grows. And that's bloody amazing, because I don't worry about how fast it grows, though I was slightly afraid of losing subscribers. So that kind of counteracts that, but I was still having the limiting thought. I'm loving working out, and it's nice to know that I'm at peace with my body, even though I still want to see a change in the future, right? So that's a great thought I have. I'm loving working out. I don't have the body that I desire right now, but I'm at peace with that, and I will still want to see it change in the future, and I'm just happy that I'm loving working out again. My financial situation does nothing other than teach and excite me. Yeah, I'm not loaded. I've started working again, which I'm so happy about. I've been waiting for this day to start. Jobs are lining up, and all things are really, really good. But, you know, before that, I was kind of scratching, you know, month to month, waiting for like a full-time job to come up. It was hard, but it did nothing other than teach and excite me. So that was a great thought that I was having. And my final great thought, I see no other outcome other than my idea of success. I see no other outcome. No, I am getting it right. I see no other outcome other than my idea of success. I see it all coming. And that's a great thought that I'm having, you know, and I just say there, that's my personal idea of success. It's not success as a something that everyone believes in. So we have looked at our limiting thoughts, right? And then we've looked at our great thoughts, and we clap those great thoughts. We're like, yeah, I'm having some great thoughts too. And like I said, if you're not, don't worry about it, because now what we're going to do is we're going to turn our limiting thoughts into great thoughts. If you are struggling with flatness, and you're having this challenge day in, day out for months, if you did this every day and took the time to look at your limiting thoughts and you change them into great thoughts every day, you would slowly start to train your brain to think in terms of great thoughts. Do you know what I mean? If you literally did this every day, you will slowly train your brain to think in terms of great thoughts, and that is where you know, when you change the way you think, when you change the way you speak, when you change on the inside, that's when your external circumstances can really start to shift. And it can take years to really reprogram that mind, but you know, it's best to get started, you know what I mean? So my limiting thought, what if people don't like my content? I rephrased it and changed that too. Some people will love your content, others won't. Let what will be, and you just be you. Okay, so I changed that to that, and that's much better for me to think. Next one, I don't want to come across as a know-it-all. I changed that into, be proud of all you have learned in life, girl. Remember, you're not telling, you're just talking. And that's much better for me to think then. I don't want to come across like this, like, you know, just be proud of yourself. Be proud of all you've learned, because you're a new person. You know, you're not the same person you were, and that's amazing. Be proud of yourself, and be proud of yourself, and don't be afraid to share it. The next one, what if people don't like me? I changed that into, those that are meant for you are all that matter. The rest is just matter. And maybe I got some of them is's and r's wrong. I'm not sure, but whatever, you get the point. The people that are meant for you matter, and the rest, it's all just matter, isn't it? And finally, I wish I could get the material things I would like now. So yeah, I changed that into, the things you want will come only when you truly need them to fulfill your purpose. And that is the end of the rephrasing section. So we take the time to do that, change our thoughts into great thoughts, change our limiting thoughts into great thoughts. And so that is the analyze phase, right? So we've done reflect and we've done analyze. And now we're going to move on to act. So when you're feeling flat, right, it can be hard to even want to do anything. And I'm not saying that we have to be in action and in overdrive all the time. Like, I'm really not. But when we're in stagnancy, having a little bit of fire, taking a little bit of action can be good for us, right? So what I propose is that we select one single thing. I'm not saying get up and go here and do this and get up and get out and just act. I'm saying pick one action. One small action, whether it's going to the gym, whether it's having that one healthy meal, whether it's tidying up the house, whether it's cleaning the bathroom, whether it's making a telephone call, whether it's writing that letter that you need to write, whatever it is, one piece of action. Select one thing that you are going to do, and you go do that one single thing. One, just one. And then after you've done it, just really take the time to feel proud of yourself for getting yourself up when you are feeling low, when you are feeling flat, and going and doing that one single thing. Feel good after it. Just take that time to do that one action, and then feel good. Appreciate yourself for doing that. And then finally, we're just going to be, right? So we've done reflect, analyze, act, and now we are going to simply be. And that is where we just really return to that place, and we sit, and we don't, if we want to do something, we do it. But if we're feeling flat and we don't want to do anything, we can just sit in the flatness, you know? We can sit in the emotion, sit in the feeling, we just be there. You know, I'm saying, I'm not saying you need to get up and go. I'm saying get up and go and do one thing, and then just be. Right? And if that means you sit on the sofa watching TV with your legs up and your feet crossed because you don't have the energy, that's what you do, right? But you've already done all this stuff, so you have something to feel proud of, and you have learnt something about yourself through the reflection and the analysis. You've cleared your mind and your emotions through the reflection and the analysis. You've got up and done one thing today so you can feel proud of yourself. And now you just sit there, and if you want to feel shit, you feel shit. Right, we ain't afraid to feel shit. We can sit there in it, and so basically that is the final phase, and that is how we deal with a flat day, or that is how I now deal with a flat day. So guys, have a go at this and let me know in the comments if it worked for you or not. Yeah, I would love to hear, obviously. Anyway, that takes me to the end of this video, and guys, I just want to say, if you like what I talk about, I have an oracle deck. I created it with my creative partner at the time. Her name is Jane Salanya, and she did the artwork of the of the Oracle deck. So these cards are absolutely beautiful. Look at them. That's one of my favourite cards, the design of that. I am the one who wrote the guidebook, right? And so in this guidebook, there is basically everything that I have learned over the last 10 years. And yeah, I channeled it all into this, everything I've learned that has helped me along my way become the individual that I am today. I will leave the link in the description below, but of course, you know, feel free to browse my YouTube channel because I have heaps of content and I have heaps more coming. So, you know, you have all of that to access if you like. Thank you for watching my video. I appreciate every subscribe, like, comment. I appreciate the time that you spend here on my channel listening to me talk. You know, thank you very much for that. You are genuinely helping me create the lifestyle that I would like to live. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a great day, week, month, year, minute, hour, life. Let the challenges you experience guide you, teach you, and show you the way to greatness. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.